Hello again, here for a vinyl update. That's what time it is. And it's been about my usual time. And just got out of the shower. Just got home a little bit ago. So thought I'd go ahead and make a video. Because I don't want to get behind on making them, and I don't want to forget because I have a tendency to forget things. So let's see. Saturday was Free Comic Book Day, and we went out to 4 comic book stores, and I'd never participated. Me or Kat, either one, had never participated in Free Comic Book Day, so it was something we didn't know really what to expect. But first record store. Yeah, I'm used to saying that, ain't I? The first comic book store we went to was in Fairborn, I believe, and they had uh, like bags of comic books for. They had one for all ages and one for kids, and we both got the one for all ages, or for adults, I guess. We should have got the. Cat should have got one. I should have got the other one, but we didn't. But anyway, and then we went to the record store, which is affiliated with the same one across the street. And they had a whole basement full of all their comic books. Down there was $1 a piece. I didn't find anything in there, believe it or not, that I had to have, but Kat found a few things. She'll be showing that probably in a later video, or in one of her videos on her channel. Check that out. But I'll show you the free ones that I got. We also went to 2 record store. Why do I keep saying record stores? It's a habit. We went to 2 comic book stores in Yellow Springs. One was Dark Star Comic Books, and the other one was this one, Superfly Comics and Games, which we've been to both of those previous. Superfly used to be Dingleberry's record store at one time. So the stuff that we got at Superfly, these were all on the free table. It's just like a whole stack of them here. I'll just go through these real quick. And we got there later in the afternoon. There's some stickers there that I picked up. And there's a Ohio, I don't know, comic toy thing. We got there later in the day, in the afternoon, and there was still quite a bit. I mean, I'm glad we got there when we did, because after we got there, quite a few other people came in and was snatching stuff up. So got all those off the free comic book table. And then these next ones was in the bag of free comic books that we picked up at the other comic book store. And, you know, I mean, it gets people into the stores. And then the other comic book store we went to, that whole table full of stuff that was normally 25 cents, but these were all free on that day. So we picked up, the guy said, he said, take all of them, take as many as you want. He said, I don't want to haul them back upstairs. So I took pretty much all of them that looked interesting. This one, of course, House of Java. I'm sure that's a good one. Scrog, I think that one's called. Possible Man. Atomic Man. Ralph Snart Adventures. I think Kat picked this one up and gave it to me. And then Kat bought me one that, because I didn't really have any money, that's why it was good that it was free. But Kat got me one that it just came out. Apparently this is issue number 1. It's called Shocking Macabre Theater. And this has a ghastly ghoul, Dr. Creep, and Baron von Porkchop. And these guys are horror hosts in this area, and they made a comic book. So I thought that was really awesome. When I first was looking at it, it's like, no, you're kidding me. So yeah, it's It's black and white comic book, which I like. I like those. And then it has some pretty good articles in here, or not articles, but some advertisement. It has advertisement for Massacre Video. It has one up here for Night Owl Theater, which is another local guy. He's also at Horror Hound every year. But that was really cool. I'm glad that Kat got that for me because, like I said, I didn't have any money. So, you know, on to the vinyl. First thing I got to show is some 45s that I got. The McGuire Sisters, At You Cha Cha, the Mystics with Hushabye and Adam and Evil, Little Richard on Specialty, Can't Believe You Want to Leave and Keep a Knockin'. Found another Little Richard, that's crazy. Also on Specialty is You Bug Me Baby and Boney Maroney by Larry Williams. He just passed away. Today is the anniversary of him passing away. Rocketeens with Woohoo and Untrue, which I didn't know this song till I played it. They used to use it on a car commercial not too long ago. It goes, woohoo, 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 woohoo. Yeah, that's the song. The Outsiders with Respectable and Lost in My World. The Playmates with Beep Beep and Your Love. And then this one was this one I got at a different thrift store. Actually, I might have got those too. But anyway, this is the Shocking Blue with Venus and Hot Sand on the other side. I cleaned all these before I played them, and they sound, almost all of them except one, sounded really crystal clear with very few pops and cracks, so I was pretty amazed at that. On to the albums. I got Jean Michael Jar, I know I didn't pronounce that right, with Oxygen. I found this at a flea market not too long ago, and I'd seen somebody show it online how good of a record it was, so I wanted to go ahead and pick it up because I'm pretty sure I didn't have it. It's just a regular white sleeve. It's on Polydor. You know, I'm assuming this is like sort of like a free jazz fusion, maybe ambient, new age type stuff. Any of that would be good as far as I'm concerned. I think I do have a couple others of him. I'll show the back. So there's that. This one I picked up just because I'm not sure if I have this or not. It's Xavier Cugat and his orchestra, Viva Cugat. And up here, someone has a price on here and hasn't marked out. It looks like $35. But, I mean, I wouldn't have paid $35 for it. I know it's a good album, and I like Xavier Cugat. And these are made sort of like the Command records that I like so much, real glossy. Then I also got this one, Cucumber Castle by the Bee Gees. And I paid $5 for this one. You know, which, it's not a bad price, considering I didn't have it. And, you know, I never see this record. So I think I got this one also at the flea market. The same flea market. His original sleeve with it. And I looked through, I think, the majority of what they had. And, I mean, they had a few. You know, the ones that I picked up were sort of odds and ends that I didn't have. And here's another one. Bee Gees' first album. I didn't have that one, so definitely wanted to pick that one up. And of course, since I'm down here making a video, one of the cats is in the litter box. It happens every single time. I have incense burning here in front of me because, you know. Then I also picked this one up. Tommy James and the Shondells, Crimson and Clover. Ever since I first seen this at one of the record shows I went to, I really wanted to get it. You know, because I like Tommy James and the Shondells. I love the cover. Love the song. Crystal Blue Persuasion's also on this one, and Sugar on Sunday. So, yeah, that was really cool to find that. Let's see if it's on yeah, it's on the roulette label. That sleeve is really jacked up. And I paid $8 for this. Came out in 1968, which I don't know if that's a good price or not, but. And then Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys. Everybody knows that song, of course. But I don't think I'd ever seen this album, so Sort of interesting to pick it up. I've got some nice pictures there on the back. And it's cartoony on the front. It's on Bang Records, and this record's definitely been played. But, you know, I've said that before. I mean, it doesn't bother me. This one, I just love the cover, but I'm sure I'll like the music too. Organo Melodico, I think is how you pronounce it. But look at that awesome cover. Okay, Phantom. It's all right. He's crying as usual. Every time I come down here, he has to use the litter box and start crying. Go away. He gets on my nerves, man. He's crying for his mommy, and his mommy's not home yet. So he'll just have to get over it. The Ventures, Let's Go. This one has Memphis, Walk Right In, Sukiyaki, Hot Pastrami. The Ventures. I always pick those up. And this looks like an early one. It's on Dalton Records. I hope it's an early one because the later ones that I've got, that I've listened to, I really didn't care for those, which I mentioned in the video when I showed it. Z Zittner, My Cup of Tea. I really like his music a lot. He's a trombonist. And this one looks like it has a little bit of damage on it here. What in the world? Hang on. My cats are trying to kill each other, but you know, you'll get that. On to the next one, Signs of the Zodiac, Gemini. And I seen this, and it's like, oh, I know what this record is because I found one a while back, I think at a record show or somewhere, and I didn't know what it was, or no, actually I think it was at a thrift store. But this is Mort Garson. He did a series of these. This one is Gemini, and I don't remember what the other one was I have, but it's on A&M Records. And Mort Garson is a guy that I was made aware of by Jello Biafra. He's showed them some of his records in a digging video on, I'm going to kill the cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go on. Go away. Go on. Go upstairs. Who needs kids when you got cats? So anyway, Mort Garson was on a show they had on Fuse channel, which is a music channel. I don't know if it still exists or not. I think it does on cable. It was called Diggers or something like that, and he showed a bunch of records that he had. So anyway, here's the Spencer Davis group with Give Me Some Lovin'. And I had never seen this record, and I don't have anything from them, so of course I want to pick that one up. And this one's been played to death too, but you know, it's all good. Last one I got to show here is Chubby Checker with the Twist. It's just because I don't have it and you don't see it much. It's not something that I was really looking for, which you know, there's a lot of stuff. It's got the Hucklebuck on here, which Gene Simmons can do the Hucklebuck, by the way. Look that up on YouTube. Twistin' USA, CC Rider Stroll, the Twist, of course, the Pony, the Slop. Yeah, so there he is on the back looking really young. So that's all I got in this video to show as far as vinyl and whatnot. Might be making another video if I can get the cats out of here long enough, because they really irk me when I'm trying to speak and I get distracted really easy. Leave me some comments and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll be making another video real soon. See ya.